As mentioned in the previous lecture, in this lecture and in the next lectures, I'm going to show you a number of methods to send and receive emails, and then you can sit down yourself, compare them, and see which one suits you best based on the reason why you need an email address and based on your threat model. Now, the first thing that I want to cover is temporary email accounts. As the name suggests, these are email accounts that will work for a short period of time and then they'd expire, deleting all of your emails and all of the information on them. Now, the cool thing about these accounts is, first of all, they're temporary. They require no setup, so they won't request any personal information and they won't waste any time. As soon as you load the website that offers this service, you will be presented with your inbox, which you can use straight away. So as you can see, this can be very useful in many cases if you wanted to communicate with someone for a short period of time, or if you get asked for an email by a website and the website will send you a confirmation link, so you actually need to have a valid email, then you can use this. And in many cases, you're asked to have a company email, and these emails are great because they actually do look like company emails, unlike other emails that you get from Gmail and so on. Now, the main disadvantage with these email accounts is that they are relatively easy to break into, so you want to be careful about that. But if you're using encryption, which I'm going to show you later on in the course, then even if someone reads your messages, your data should be secure and encrypted as long as your keys are encrypted. But that's something to talk about for another lecture. For now, let's have a look on how to use these temporary accounts. An example right here, we have tempmailadress.com. There's also tempmail.com, and I'm going to include a full list of all of these websites in the resources of this lecture. There are also hidden onion services that offer the same service. So this website right here, gorillamail.com, right here I'm actually on their ClearNet website, as you can see, but they also offer a hidden service. So right here I have the .onion hidden service website, which is called Tor Gorilla Mail, and pretty much it's the same functionality. It gives you a temporary inbox which you can use for 1 hour. After the hour, everything gets deleted. So using the inbox is very simple. You can see, first of all, you can actually set the name that you want to use for this email in here. You can also set the domain, so you can pick the @domain from any domains that you want in here. And like I said, this can be very useful if the website you're signing up for requires you to have a company email. Once you have these picked up, you can actually copy this email and share it on that website or send it to anyone that you want to receive emails from. But using the email like this makes it easier to guess your ID and gain access to this inbox. So a better way of sharing it is to use the scrambled link in here. So this is basically the same email that you see in here. It's just scrambled so that it's more difficult to know the ID. So you can copy this and give it to anyone that wants to send you an email. And just as an example, I'm going to go to the ClearNet version of this website, this one right here, gorillamail.com, and I'm going to click on Compose. I'm going to set the to email to the email that I have here on the darknet. And let's set the subject to test and set the body to this is a test message. Now, as you can see, you can even add attachments if you want, but I will talk about file sharing in more details in the future. And once you're done, we can just click on send. And perfect, as you can see, it's telling you that the message is dispatched. And let's go to the darknet inbox in here and see if we're gonna receive it. And perfect, as you can see, we got a new message in here. So if we click on this, and we have the content that we expect, which says this is a test message. Now, one thing I should note is, as you can see here in the ClearNet version of this website, you have the compose button where you can compose and send emails, but in the darknet version, this functionality is not working as expected, and even if you click on reply, it's not gonna work. Now, hopefully they fix this in the future by the time that you watch this lecture, but for now, the darknet version can only be used to receive emails, but that's not a big problem because as you can see, through Tor and through Tails, we can actually still access ClearNet websites and we can make full use of this functionality. So, like I said, this is one option of receiving and sending emails. The pros is that it requires no information, no time is wasted on signing up, and everything gets deleted within an hour, or if you're using other services such as this one, you can pick how long you want to keep the account for. The cons, this might be easier to break into and it is temporary, so it will eventually expire, therefore it might not be good for all scenarios or for everybody. And like I said, these are just 2 examples of websites that offer these services. Check out the resources of this lecture for a list of more websites that offer the same service with slightly different features.